Have you ever met someone who walked every single day and still seemed to age faster than everyone else? That was Harold. He was 78, healthy by all accounts. Every morning 6,000 steps before breakfast. No meds, no diseases. Just a man doing all the right things. But by the time he turned 80, he was sleeping more, aching more, and losing his balance. And no one could explain why. Here's what most people don't know. After 70, your body doesn't process physical stress the way it used to. Even something healthy like walking can quietly wear you down if you're not adapting with age. It's not about walking less. It's about walking right. At the right pace, the right time, and with the right support. In this video, you'll learn why the 10,000 step rule may be hurting, not helping, after 70. 3 signs your body is struggling with your current routine. And a 3-minute reset that many seniors now swear by for better energy, better joints, and better sleep. But here's what matters most. Harold didn't need more effort. He needed a smarter rhythm. And so do you. So if you're someone who believes in aging with strength, not struggle, tap the like button, hit subscribe, and let us know in the comments. How many steps do you take a day? Honestly. Now let's rethink something we've all been told to chase. A number that might be doing more harm than good. Because in part 2, we'll break down why your step count might be lying to you. How many steps did you walk yesterday? Was it 5,000, 8,000? Or maybe you're proud to hit 10,000 every day? If so, you're not alone. Millions of seniors aim for that magic number. And for years, it's been sold as the gold standard of health. But here's something you probably haven't heard. The 10,000 step rule wasn't created by doctors. It came from a Japanese marketing campaign in the 1960s for a pedometer called Manpo-K, which means 10,000 steps meter. There was no medical research, no age-based testing, just a round number that sounded inspiring. But the problem is this: your 70-year-old knees, hips, and cardiovascular system don't work the way they did at 40. And pushing your body to hit a number meant for a younger generation can quietly trigger fatigue, inflammation, and imbalance. Let me tell you about Margaret. She's 73, retired teacher. She walks 12,000 steps a day, tracking every move with her smartwatch. She thought she was winning, but after 6 months, she began to feel off. Foot pain, swollen ankles, brain fog, restless sleep. She blamed aging, until her doctor asked one simple question. What if your walking is causing the very stress your body's trying to heal from? It hit her like a brick, and once she adjusted, reducing her step count and adding joint prep exercises, she felt alive again. So here's the truth. More steps don't equal better health. Especially after 70, your body needs recovery just as much as movement. Now I want to ask you, when was the last time you felt energized after a long walk? Or are you finishing more tired than when you started? Pause and think about that. And if the answer surprises you, wait until you hear this. Because up next, we're going to talk about a much clearer warning sign. Something your body's been trying to tell you for weeks, that your walking routine may be doing more harm than good. Let's look at the pain that moves. Have you ever had pain that starts in one place and then shows up somewhere else the next week? One day it's your knee, then your ankle. Then suddenly your hip feels sore and you're not sure why. That's not just aging. That's your body trying to talk to you. And if we ignore it, it starts shouting. Joe knows this firsthand. He's 76. He used to walk every afternoon around his neighborhood in Arizona. Not fast, not far, just a peaceful daily rhythm. But about 2 months ago, he felt a sharp ache in his right foot. He rested a day or two, then walked through it. A week later, his left knee started acting up. Then it was his lower back. At first he thought, it's just stiffness, I'll walk it off. But the pain didn't stay still. It moved, shifted, deepened. And one morning, getting out of bed, Joe nearly fell. His right ankle gave out completely. He ended up needing a cane for the first time in his life. What happened? His doctor explained, Micro-injuries from repeated overuse weren't getting time to heal. Instead, they were spreading tension from one joint to another, creating a ripple effect through his entire walking pattern. Pain that moves is your nervous system saying, "Something's off, please slow down." And yet most of us don't, because we've been told that motion is medicine. So we keep pushing even when our body's begging us to pause. But here's the twist. Stopping completely isn't the answer either. Joe didn't quit walking. He shifted how he walked. He added short warm-ups, switched to softer surfaces, and took recovery days seriously. Within a month, the cane was gone. And so was the fear. So let me ask you, have you noticed pain that seems to move around your legs or lower back? Write it down. Don't ignore it. Because pain is not punishment, it's communication. And when you listen, healing begins. Now that we've decoded one key signal, let's look at another. One that hides in plain sight. The kind of exhaustion that doesn't feel normal anymore. You finish your morning walk. You sit down for a moment, just to rest. But then, something odd happens. You can't get back up. Not because of pain, but because your body feels drained. Not energized, not refreshed. Just tired, heavy, foggy. That's exactly what happened to Gloria. She's 79. Every morning at 7 a.m., she met her walking group at the park. They'd chat, move, get their 5,000, 7,000 steps in. And by 8:30, she'd be back home. But around 9:15 every day, her body would shut down. She'd nap for over an hour, deep, unplanned sleep. She chalked it up to getting older. But her daughter noticed something else. "Mom, you seem more tired after walking. Isn't it supposed to help your energy?" That one question changed everything. Her doctor later confirmed, Gloria's cortisol rhythm, the hormone that helps you wake up and stay alert, was being disrupted by her intense morning routine. Why? Because her body, like many seniors, couldn't recover as quickly. Walking, especially without nourishment or prep, was becoming a stress load, not a boost. Her nervous system wasn't thanking her. It was waving a white flag. So here's what most people don't realize. After 70, fatigue after exercise is not always a good sore. It can be a red flag that your nervous system is overworked, and that inflammation is building quietly beneath the surface. Gloria changed two small things. She began walking after breakfast, not before. And she swapped 2 walking days for gentle mobility and breathwork. Within 3 weeks, the naps stopped. Her energy lasted through the morning. And for the first time in years, she said, "I don't feel like I'm chasing energy anymore. I'm living in it." So now I'll ask you, do your walks make you feel stronger, or just more spent? Write down how you feel 1 hour after your next walk. That's the data your body needs you to see. Because once we start honoring energy, not just burning it, we begin to build something better. And speaking of building, up next we'll reveal the simple principle that changed Gloria's knees, Joe's back, and Harold's whole posture. The joint first rule. We've all heard the advice, just keep walking. It keeps your joints young. But here's the truth doctors are now sharing quietly. Movement doesn't protect your joints. Prepared joints protect your movement. And after age 70, this difference becomes critical. Here's why. According to the CDC, nearly 1 in 4 adults over 65 suffers from doctor-diagnosed arthritis, and more than 33% report that joint pain limits their daily activities. But what's more surprising? In a recent Harvard study, seniors who walked without joint warm-up routines had a 43% higher rate of knee cartilage thinning over 18 months compared to those who did light pre-movement exercises. In other words, walking on unprepared joints can speed up joint aging itself. That's what happened to Diane. She's 74. She walked every morning, just like Harold and Gloria. But her knees were constantly swollen, especially in colder weather. She assumed it was arthritis setting in, until a physical therapist gave her one question. "Do you prep your joints before walking?" Her answer was silence. She had never even thought about it, so she tried something new. Every morning before walking, she did 5 minutes of joint first activation, 30 seconds ankle rolls, 30 seconds knee circles, 1 minute hip openers, 1 minute wall sits, 1 minute of deep belly breathing. After 2 weeks, her knees stopped throbbing. After a month, she said something that shocked her daughter. "I feel like I'm walking on younger legs." And this isn't just about joints. Pre-walk routines also improve balance, reduce fall risk, and increase blood flow to muscles that support you. So let's be clear. Walking is not the problem. Walking unprepared is. You wouldn't drive your car every morning without warming up the engine. Why would you treat your knees any differently? Now, I want to invite you to try this tomorrow. Before you take your first step, give your joints 5 minutes. Feel the difference in every stride. Because up next, we're not just talking about motion. We're talking about staying upright. Let's explore the balance secret that protects seniors more than any step count ever could. Meet Carl and Raymond. Both are 80. Both live in the same retirement community. Both walk every morning around the lake. Same path, same distance. But one of them fell last month and fractured his hip. The other hasn't had a fall in over 12 years. Can you guess which one? Carl is the one still standing tall. Raymond, unfortunately, is recovering in rehab. What was the difference? It wasn't how far they walked. It wasn't even how fast. It was balance. See, Carl does something small, but powerful, every single morning. Before every walk, he takes 4 minutes to do what he calls his balance primer. 1 minute standing on one leg, 1 minute toe-to-heel walking, 1 minute side-to-side shifts, 1 minute of slow head turns while standing still. That's it. No weights, no gear. But it keeps his inner balance system, his inner ear, spine, and leg muscles, awake and ready. Raymond? He believed walking itself would take care of balance. But here's what most people don't realize. According to the National Institute on Aging, 1 in 4 Americans over 65 falls each year. And falls are the leading cause of fatal injury in older adults. Even more shocking? Most falls happen during routine, daily activities. Not hiking, not sports. Just regular walks, like the one Raymond took that morning. Balance isn't automatic. It's a trainable system. And after 70, if you're not training it, you're losing it. Carl told us, "People always ask why I walk so confidently. It's because I train before I walk, not after I fall." Now pause for a moment. Can you stand on one foot with your eyes closed for 10 seconds? Try it now. Feel what your body tells you. If it's shaky, that's not weakness. That's your nervous system waking up and asking for attention. So starting tomorrow, before your walk, don't count your steps. Count your seconds balancing. Because up next, we'll share something even shorter. A 3-minute daily reset routine that doesn't just support your joints or balance. It may help you feel years younger in just a few days. She's 82, lives alone, still cooks her own meals, waters her garden, and keeps her porch spotless. But just last year she thought her walking days were over. Every time she stepped outside, her legs felt like wet sand. She'd get dizzy halfway down the street. Her lower back throbbed by the time she got to the mailbox. Doctors told her, "You're just getting older." Friends told her, "Take more steps, keep moving." But the more she walked, the worse she felt. Then one day, her granddaughter, who's studying physical therapy, visited. She watched Lena's movements for 5 minutes, then said something simple. "Grandma, you don't need more walking, you need a full-body reset. Just 3 minutes a day." And Lena laughed. 3 minutes? That's nothing. But she agreed to try. Here's what she did, every morning before walking. 30 seconds of shoulder rolls, 30 seconds of spinal twists, 1 minute of slow leg lifts while seated, 30 seconds of gentle side bends, 30 seconds of deep belly breathing. That's it. No shoes, no equipment, no sweat. And within 10 days, something shifted. She stopped needing to nap after walking. Her feet felt lighter. Her balance improved. By week 3, Lena walked to the park again. By week 4, she joined her old walking group, and they were stunned. "You look younger than last year," one friend said. Lena smiled. She didn't walk more. She just prepared smarter. Here's what most people forget. Your body doesn't need hours of effort. It needs moments of alignment, moments that remind your brain, this is how I move. This is how I breathe. This is where I feel safe. That's what the reset routine does. So now it's your turn. Tomorrow morning, before you take a single step, sit down, take a breath, and try just one piece of Lena's reset. You'll feel the difference in your very first stride. And now that you've seen what works, let's come back to the reason you started watching this video. You're not here to slow down. You're here to fight back, gently, but powerfully. And that's where we go next. I'll show you the emotional payoff of doing less, moving smarter, and walking into a stronger version of yourself. Take a breath. Let's pause, just for a moment. You've heard the stories. Harold, who walked thousands of steps a day but felt older than ever. Margaret, who pushed through foot pain in silence. Joe, who ignored pain until it took away his independence. Gloria, who thought her exhaustion was just part of aging. Diane, who realized her knees didn't need more walking. They needed preparation. Carl, who trained his balance quietly and never fell. And Lena, who reset her whole body in just 3 minutes a day. What do they all have in common? They didn't give up. They didn't walk away from walking. They walked into a smarter, kinder relationship with their bodies. And now it's your turn. Because aging isn't a downhill slope. It's a different path, one that asks you to move with wisdom, not willpower. To listen more and push less. Oh, don't need to do more. You need to do what matters, deeply, gently, and consistently. And sometimes that starts with just one question. Is the way I'm moving today helping me stay strong tomorrow? If your body has been asking for a change, this is your moment to say, yes, I'm listening. So here's what I invite you to do. Try the reset routine for 3 minutes tomorrow. Reduce your daily steps by just 20%, and give your joints and your balance the respect they've earned. Then come back. Tell us in the comments how you feel. And if this video gave you even one new thought, hit the like button. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Because in our next video, we'll uncover something no one tells you. If you're 65, 80 and can still do this, you're destined to live to 100. So stay with us. This journey isn't over. In fact, it's just beginning.